I had the incredible fortune of meeting Narciso when I was 17 and on the cusp of something like womanhood. My overall identity, never mind my sartorial sense, was still very much in development, and I stumbled into the finest influence, the most inspired mentor imaginable. Narciso was designing for Cerruti at the time and was tasked with making the dress that I would wear as a presenter to the Oscars. In my limited teenage mind, I had envisioned a stringy, sexy little number, but Narciso guided me in an infinitely chicer direction. A pale blue cashmere t-shirt tucked into a silk bias-cut skirt that just skimmed the floor. It was, and still is, one of the most beautiful things I had ever worn, and a lifelong relationship was born. That was the first of countless Narciso dresses, pantsuits, jackets, shoes, bags that I have had the privilege of wearing over the last 22 years. Each piece is divine and memorable. Some I've worn to the Met Ball, some to the corner bodega. But the consistent truth about his clothing, the common thread, so to speak, is that I always feel most myself when I wear them. I don't think this is simply because he's the person most responsible for shaping my understanding of fashion. I think this is a prevalent phenomenon. Because one of the great feats of Narciso's work is that his clothes always serve and elevate the woman who is in them. On the rack, they're lovely, but on the body, on the specific individual that they envelop and hold, they are spectacular. It feels a little like a magic trick, but of course it isn't magic. It's the product of fantastic intelligence, insight, and integrity. It was a given that when I got engaged to my husband, Hugh, I would turn to Narciso to design my wedding dress. And unsurprisingly, when I first tried it on, I burst into tears because it so thoroughly captured my character, my spirit, the ideal self that I wanted to project on that day. But I never could have dreamt that he would insist on designing each of my 7 bridesmaid dresses, and that his care and generosity would be so expansive that he would invite them all to his studio to study their coloring and match each dress to their respective skin tones. The result being a magnificent ombre, a flush of human flowers all in a row. It was only on the day itself that I noticed that Narciso had, within the intricate lace of my gown, stitched his name and a 4-leaf clover, a little secret that made me feel steady and loved throughout the ceremony. Narciso did all of this sweeping work, not out of obsessiveness or controllingness, but out of profound kindness and knowing what it takes to make something perfect. He put his mark onto, he even signed his name into the wedding without any sense of claiming it. It was such a wonderful illustration of the way that perfectionism, when combined with selflessness, becomes artistry. And Narciso is unequivocally an artist and an architect, a painter and an engineer. His clothes, like he himself, are a paradox, vulnerable yet strong, intimate yet ambitious, reserved yet emotional. Throughout his career, his vision has never wavered. His devotion to clarity of design, to integrity of form, to the exploration and interrogation of beauty have remained steadfast. In his quiet, unassuming way, he's been helping all of us understand the value of fashion and to discover the selves it can reveal and define. It is my pleasure and honor to present the CFDA Geoffrey Beene Lifetime Achievement Award to Narciso Rodriguez.
Wow. Thank you, Claire, for that beautiful welcome. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, CFDA board and members, for this incredible recognition. It's a beautiful honor. It's made all the more special for me because it bears the name of a man that I respect and admire so much for his legacy, for his contribution to fashion. A true hero of mine, Geoffrey Beene. If I can get through this, I have no, in the spirit of giving thanks and reflecting on the past 20 years, there are so many people that I need to thank that helped me arrive at this most surreal moment. Thank you to solid partners like BPI and Shiseido, who helped me build a dream while I focused on building my own company. To a roster of talented, endlessly talented team members, working countless hours, holidays, weekends, so that we could pull off shows, presentations, runway gowns, projects of all kind. For your love of the work, for your dedication, I am forever grateful to you. To the friends and family that, so sorry, to the friends and family and peers who can see the beauty when everything else starts to look blurry through these fatigued eyes, who encourage me, who are firmly planted by my side when I need support. To you, I am very grateful also. My biggest thanks goes to Thomas, who along with Callum and Ivy, have made this life perfect and complete. I'm really looking forward to the next 20 years. Thank you very much.